Authorities are warning school leavers not to be fooled by fly-by-night institutions that aren't officially registered. At least 11 fraudulent colleges were shut down in Braamfontein by the Department of Higher Education this weekend. Let's speak now to Department spokesperson Khaye Nkwanyana. Thank you so much for coming in to talk to us this morning, Khaye. Let's just start off with this. When you talk about bogus colleges, what specific credentials would you say they were missing?
Well, firstly, bogus colleges are those colleges that are not registered with the Department of Higher Education because there's a process within which a college must be registered. Firstly, there's a process with our Quality Council of Higher Education that deal with the process of accreditation in terms of the programs that a particular applicant who want to set up a college must comply with. So there's a lot of due diligence that is done there, quality assurance, to see exactly what is it that they want to teach, the quality of that, measure it against what our institutions like your VET, Stellenbosch and so on could offer, because we don't just accept any college that will offer anything of substandard. So most of them, they don't pass the test, or some of them, they don't even attempt to go to that route. They just set up colleges across the country without having to comply with government regulations. And that is what we are doing now in terms of clamping them down all over the surface of the country.
And am I correct in saying, Khaye, it's largely students scrambling to get the money together to study who are registering at these fly-by-night institutions?
Well, no, that could be one factor, but not a major factor. Some of them are more expensive than your university's fees and tuition. But the attraction point is that they are flexible. They can offer 18 months course. They can offer a year course, a 2-year course, and so on. And they always advertise themselves by saying that you are guaranteed to pass. So it means that even if you are not meant to pass in terms of performance, they make it up so that you pass. And in that way, you attract more clients for them, more students to come there and enroll with those particular colleges. And, you know, the worst thing is that at the end of the day, you are having a qualification that is a fake qualification that South African Qualifications Authority does not recognize, the employers don't recognize, when we have spent a lot of money. You know, one of them that we closed last week, their tuition fee was around 32,000 a year, which is something that is quite higher compared to some of the public universities that we have, even more worse to our government colleges, which are even more cheaper, but with quality output in terms of the programs that they offer.
Khaye, what prosecution will the offenders face?
Well, we are charging them with fraud. The basis upon which they therefore get prosecuted is along those lines. We are happy that last year we have charged about 52 of these colleges that we have closed down. Their cases are before court, but one of them we have managed to secure a conviction of 6 years to the owners of that college. And we think the rest of others, because those cases are continuing, we might see some similar convictions that the court may met out going forward as part of the punishment that we seek. But we want to use the opportunity to mobilize the entire society to work with us by informing us in different towns and different cities, because they are mushrooming all the time, that they contact us. We immediately investigate and we come with the police. We have a high-level panel. We will then immediately act so that we protect our people, our youngsters, who are victims of these particular colleges that are all over the country.
And of course, we've spoken about the Braamfontein clampdowns, but you are expanding this operation to various parts of the country, aren't you?
We are. We managed to close down 11 in Braamfontein. We are working on Durban now, where we're getting a lot of bogus colleges there. Pretoria, Polokwane, and East London. That's where we are going. It's going to be a consistent campaign, and we're not going to end now at this time because we're opening. It's a year-long campaign that we are going to pursue consistently. At the same time, we are using the opportunity to educate people so that they know exactly what is it that they need to demand when they enter into a college, to see exactly whether that college is legitimate or not. We issue them with a registration certificate for those that are legal, and they must display them, which is part of the rules in the reception, like you see the pharmacists and doctors with surgery do. And those registration certificate, they outline exactly, they catalog all the programs that we have accredited them to do. Because some of these colleges that we have charged, you find that we have accredited them to offer 10 programs, but they go behind government and offer 40. So it means that the rest of the 30 are unaccredited courses. And youngsters, because they don't question these things, they fall prey and enroll to these programs, and they only establish once they graduate that they are actually in possession of fake qualifications, unrecognized. It's a waste of time, it's a waste of money, and they've been robbed. It means they must go back and start again in the properly recognized institutions.
So Khaye, just very quickly, I just want to emphasize these 2 points for young people who arrive at a college. They do want to register for a particular course. First of all, to emphasize, they need to make sure that the college itself is registered, and secondly, they need to make sure that the course that they want to do has been accepted or credited by the South African Qualifications Authority, SAQA. Is that correct?
Yes, they must check first they must insist on seeing the registration certificate of that college when they enter that college. In that registration certificate of government, which is signed by the Director General of Higher Education and Training, they must look exactly the accredited programs that are listed there in that certificate and compare whether or not what they want to do is listed there as an accredited program. If it's not there, they must know that that college is not permitted by government to offer that program. They can call us also on 0800 872 222, 0800 872 222. We will immediately tell you exactly whether that college is a legitimate college or is a fly-by-night bogus college, because we have a register that we can able to tell you on the spot that that college is properly recognized or not.
That's a very useful thing. Thank you so much for speaking to us this morning, Khaye Nkwanyana, spokesperson for the Higher Education and Training Department. I'll just repeat that number for you: 0800 872 222, 0800 872 222, and that is the number that you can call to find out if a college you want to register at is actually accredited with government.